What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the card table, where I apparently have not uploaded too much Vanguard stuff in the last 2 months. So give me some comments and subscriptions and stuff. I might be more inspired to post more things more often. So since it's the month of October and I'm wearing like the only spooky shirt I have right now, I don't really do Halloween too much, but Butterfly Moonlight just came out, which means everyone's playing their Grand Blue Ghost Pirates, Murakumo Ninjas, whatever, Pale Moon the Circus, the best one, all the things that go Bump of the Night, Dark Irregulars. I don't know I mentioned that one last. That's the most creepy, crawly one, whatever. I'm not gonna talk about any of that. Which means only one thing. Sword? Back sword. Sword fighter. The Sword of Light and the Sword of Darkness, or something. That's right, today we are finally focusing on the center part of this majestic mat that I got from Joker Inc. By which I mean one person I know who makes mats. You should go buy from him. Links down below. They look pretty good. But today we are going after Majesty Lord Blaster. Can I just say this is the official MLB set that just came out last week along with Butterfly to Butterfly. And like, look at this deck box. This is this amazing leather-bound magnetic. And you can fit everything in here. Like, I even put a little divider in so I could give my dice in. Everything but the mat's perfect. I love it. Good job, Miss Road. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive right in. Of course, we can't get this party started without Major League Baseball himself, or the boys, Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark. Do I really need to explain Blaster Blade to you guys? He gets creative if you got a board and you retire stuff. Neat. What's more important is Blaster Dark, who can now be played in a Royal Paladin deck. But only in the one from the Legend deck thing. So by this, you get Blaster Dark you can run everywhere, which is really cool. Because he has this nice little skill where if your opponent doesn't have a board, just discard a card and he gets a free drive check. Kinda like Gear Chronicle, but it's the Shadow Paladin. The original one, whatever. Boop. What makes him really shine though is our good boy MLB, who has 2 whole skills. The first one involves these two, where if they're both in his soul, he gets +5, +1 drive check, and a critical regardless of a Vanguard or a Rear Guard. This is amazing. 18k forever, makes him huge on defenses, and you know, just base 18 triple drive. That's kind of cool, kind of good, especially with the crit. And you can get the Rear Guard one with the crit. Be like, yo! Also, he has another skill. So, when he attacks, you know how these guys are there and you want them in here? You could just eat up 2 Rear Guards, shove them in your soul, and you get to prove out some force markers. So that's pretty cool. Just free 2 in soul, 2 force marker. There's all sorts of shenanigans you can do with it. Now, I did decide in this build to run 4 Blaster Darks as opposed to 3 Blaster Blades, solely because there's more ways to search out Blade than there is to search out Dark, and Dark is your optimal ride target since he does have the whole twin drive on turn 1. Now the cool thing is if you do look at his skill and you see that it's the plus crit plus drive check, plus crit plus drive check, boom, synergy. To get this kid going as consistently as possible, we have the new order. This trumpet girl right here. And my dog! Look, it's freaking Coney, oh my god. Look at this Wingle Brave! She literally just needs a little sword in her mouth and some wing ears. So Wingle Brave is very much like the old Wingle Brave in that if he boosts the thing hits, you could search for a blaster. He's also like Wingle Youth from the Legend deck, which has literally his exact same skill When this card attacks or attack level, you see what top card of your deck. If you have one blaster card, you can put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. Basically, if he hits or if some he boosts hits, check your top 7 for a blaster card. Add to your hand. Free plus. Just he's a good boy. He's a good boy. We've also got this trumpet chick that has 2 skills. First one, there's continuous. It's not the first one, the second. I'm just gonna say it real quick. She's a booster. She's a 10k booster. That's always good. The better skill is when placed, you can pay that cost, return any blaster, and this order that I'll go over in a second, to your hand for free. So you just cycle 2 cards for the cost of the Counter Blast and the Soul Blast. Cool thing, if you add this over a blaster, you can just Soul Blast the blaster, add the blaster back to your hand. It's good. It's a little trumpet. She plays the trumpet. And of course, the order I just talked about is when light and darkness intersects. This is an interesting order that has 3 skills that are very similar. If you got Blaster Blade, search for Blaster Dark. If you got Blaster Dark, search for Blaster Blade. If you got both the boys out, search for MLB. Consistency. To add even more superior call, draw, whatever you want to call it, consistency to the deck, you run 3 copies of Row and 3 copies of Night Squire Allen. They both have a skill that lets you superior call a card. Liver from deck and Allen from hand. The main difference being that Allen is the Counterblast 1 called card draw cards to replace it itself. I don't really like that cycle superior call gimmick thing too much, but I mean, the 11k makes it nice for number for 1 turn, and I don't have Marins, so this is what you use if you don't have Mirrors, I guess. And it's congratulations, Fremont. I congratulate you with this Allen. Livero is just good. This is the card that came out of the Legend deck. Not Legend deck. This is the card that came out of the Alt Mile Trial deck, which if you guys remember, I did a video on him a little back in the day. And he has 1 basic skill. When placed anywhere, Counterblast 1, search for grade 2 and call it. And then if you don't have Counterblast, that's cool, you can just pay with a Soul Blast instead. Very good, very versatile. You could use him to gimmick out anything in this deck. You can search the Order, Starcall, Trumpeter, any of your blasters. Like, if you need a cool thing, you can do a cool thing. And of course, if you are able to combo it, boom, here you go, Counterblast 1. Call, yo, what up? Call, I don't know, this Trumpeter. I don't know, get a blaster back to your hand or something. Is that blaster? That's an Order, you get that too. It just combo, you just plus, it goes. And it's very, very optimal. And the last bit of the deck are my 2 tech cards. We run Rising Knight Belta and Blaster Javelin. Javelin's in here because he is a Blaster Grade 1, which means you do all your shenanigans with this and with Winkle Brave to search him out. So if you do need a booster, he's a 10k booster for no reason, which is always good. And yeah, just more search power for half of your deck. I think with these in here included in the Blaster engine, your Winkle Brave should be going off about 50% of the time, from my calculations. And the last 2 cards, the Rising Knight. It was originally a tech 1-of, but I decided to move it to 2. She has a skill that, at the end of a battle attack, you can Soul Blast 1, return any number of your blaster units from your drop zone or field back to your deck, and shuffle it. If you return to 3 or more cards, then this goes into your soul and you draw 2 cards. So in layman's turn, you use a bunch of your blasters already, you had to guard with them, your opponent retired them. That's neat. Just shove them back in your deck, shuffle, draw 2 cards, and you get a free soul. That's pretty good. Actually, I lied, there's still triggers in here. Heals, crit, straws, it's pretty standard. It's literally the trigger lineup that comes out of the deck. I thought about running the crit sentinels in here and going 9-3, something like that, but you do want to draw a little bit, so your standard 8-4-4 is pretty good. Just wanted to go over a few tech ideas that you might want to try out. First of all, Alt Mile, the generic one from the trial deck, he's not bad because not only are you able to use his skill to check for 2 grade 2s, that is great because as you saw, you run like, I think 19 grade 2s in this build, and yeah, there are a lot of targets to search for your Peach Alliance, so it helps you out a lot with that. And in addition, because you do counterblast so much and you use so many resources, you're very often going to be at his free 28k boot. So that's not bad if you have room for it. Like I said, the grade 2 lineup is pretty crowded, so you're probably not going to ever see anything in there. But consider Blaster Rapier. She has a skill where you could, when she attacks, you check your top card, basically do the whole scribe mechanic, check top card, do you want it on top, leave it on top or bottom. So that is very good to help you stack your deck and prepare for triggers and whatnot. And in addition, she is of course a blaster, so same thing with Javelin, you can check her from basically anything. In grade 1 slots, there's a couple different options. You got Felix if you want to go with the Alt Mile engine. Let's use Soul Blast 1 to give him power up and bounce cards. That does help with some on-play skills like your Star Crawl Trumpeter and Blast Dark. But beyond that is just a 13k booster that helps you get some shield back for a turn. You got Gamorus, which I had a hard time taking out of deck. Like, this was a 4 for the longest time. When placed, choose one of your grade 2s from the drop zone, put bottom deck or top of deck, and then he gets plus 10. 18k for free, helps you cycle your 19 grade 2s back to deck. Pretty dang diggity ding dong good. And of course, the opposite of that, because you run 4 grade 3s and only 4 grade 3s, you might want to search for them. So here's your grade 3 searchers. This list, he's the same thing as all the grade 3 searchers. I should have to explain the skill. That's a bad toss. Do it again. And the final grade 1 option is this bad boy. Because I said that the deck does counterblast a lot, so you're gonna be starting for resources a lot if you want to optimize a lot of your retire skills and stuff like that. He says Blaster Blade is placed once per turn, you get a counter charge and a soul charge out of it, which is effectively a free Blaster Blade. Not bad, helps you get your resources. And I guess you can run Ganslot if you want to have more Vanguards. Probably not optimal, but he's there. I miss using my pretty SVR ones. Be free, Majesty Horsey. Be free. So that is version 1.0 of Majesty Lord Blaster MLB. I know I didn't go over the Messianic version of it, which is an entirely different deck all its own. I'll post that at some point in time. I'm just gonna work out the kinks because it's very niche, OTK-ish, high roll. That's the way Vanguard is played, actually. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We got a couple of decks down the line, so actually vote down below if you guys want to do some interaction right there. We have 3 different options. There is Metalborgs, the Dimension Please version I have built right now, which is actually really, really fun and consistent. From the brand new Butterfly to Moonlight set, we have Harry and his lovely Magia dolls. And, of course, an update to Gear Chronicle because I haven't posted that in like 2 months. Anyways, as always, this video has been brought to you by my page on TCG Player, Skyridge Games, link down below. I've been selling stuff and it helps me fund things like this amazing new deck that I love so much because MLB is my second main behind Gear Chronicle. Those of you guys know me. I'm gonna stop talking now. Always embrace the infinite.